Why are we so quick to cancel people we once idolized, and then let them back in? Celebrity culture used to be about admiration. Now it's also about accountability. One wrong tweet, one leaked video, or one misstep, and a beloved public figure can find themselves canceled overnight. But strangely, that same public figure can re-emerge months later with a hit movie, a redemption tour, or a tearful podcast, and we embrace them again. This cycle of outrage and forgiveness has become part of the overall entertainment. It's a spectacle, driven by social media, amplified by the press, and fueled by our own need to engage. But underneath the drama, there are real questions. What do we expect from people in the spotlight? Why are we drawn to their downfall? And what makes us open the door for their return so quickly, or at all? Cancel culture is emotional, personal, and incredibly public. But it's not just about celebrities. It reveals something deeper about us. Our morality, our memory, and our hunger for stories of both punishment and redemption. Let's unpack this strange cycle together, and ask what it's doing to us as a society. Is canceling a form of justice or a digital exile? To cancel someone is to withdraw support publicly and often aggressively. It's a way of saying this person no longer deserves our attention, our money, or our respect. In the age of social media, cancellation spreads fast and hits hard. But cancellation isn't a legal process, it's a cultural one. It can be sparked by genuine harm or a moment of insensitivity. Sometimes it feels like overdue justice, and other times like mob punishment. The problem? There's no standard. Some are canceled for egregious behavior and others for one bad joke from 10 years ago. Context gets lost in the firestorm. Still, for those harmed by powerful figures, cancellation can feel empowering. It's a way for everyday people to hold the famous accountable, when institutions won't. So is canceling necessary, cruel, or a bit of both? We're still figuring it out. What makes us let celebrities back into our lives so quickly after cancellation? Despite all the noise, most cancellations don't last long. Time passes, public attention shifts, and the celebrity returns, often more popular than before. But why? Part of it is our short attention span. Outrage burns hot, then cools, and a new scandal replaces the last. We're not wired to stay angry forever, but it's also about narrative. We love a good comeback story. It's built into our movies, our politics, and even our myths. We root for redemption, even when we're not sure it's been earned. Some celebrities issue genuine apologies, make amends, and grow, while others wait it out, rebrand, and return to applause. And sometimes we even forgive just because we feel complicit. We like them too much to let them go forever. Forgiveness also serves a social function. When a celebrity returns and is accepted again, it signals that the ordeal is over and that we can move on. It provides closure, not just for them, but also for the fans. It lets us return to our regularly scheduled lives, without the guilt or discomfort that came from the original controversy. In this way, forgiveness isn't just about the person being redeemed, it's also about the audience needing resolution. Forgiveness isn't always about them. Sometimes it's about us wanting to believe that people can change. Is the internet a tool for justice or simply just a digital guillotine? Social media gives us a voice, but also a megaphone as well. One viral post can ignite millions, and when that post is about someone famous doing something wrong, it spreads like wildfire. Platforms like Twitter and TikTok thrive on emotion, and outrage gets engagement. That means the more dramatic the takedown, the more reach it gets. And the cancellation itself becomes the content. But nuance doesn't trend. Complex truths are flattened into simple narratives, people become hashtags, and apologies are judged by tone and not content. There's also safety in numbers. Joining the mob feels righteous, but it can turn toxic fast, especially when misinformation or pile-ons hurt innocent people. Social media amplifies justice, but it also amplifies distortion, and the line between the two gets blurrier every day. This rapid-fire cycle also removes reflection from the equation. There's rarely time to verify facts, or to understand context before judgment is passed. Celebrities can lose jobs, endorsements, and their reputation before they even get a chance to speak. And even when the truth emerges later, the internet rarely offers retractions with the same intensity. Social media gives power to the people, but it also creates an environment where speed overtakes accuracy and emotion overrides fairness. How do race, gender, and power affect who gets canceled and who gets forgiven? Not all cancellations are created equal. Some celebrities bounce back faster than others, not because they changed more, but because the public views them through a different lens. Women, people of color, and queer celebrities often face harsher criticism and get fewer second chances. Meanwhile, powerful men with large followings often survive scandal after scandal. Media bias plays a role, and so do societal double standards. Who gets labeled outspoken versus angry, or who's called bold versus arrogant? These judgments shape the trajectory of a public figure's fall and later rise. Cancel culture, like everything else, exists within systems of privilege and power. And sometimes it doesn't cancel so much as it reveals even deeper inequities. Redemption, too, is influenced by these same dynamics. A white male celebrity may be framed as resilient or misunderstood during a comeback, while a woman of color may be scrutinized for being manipulative or unapologetic for similar behavior. Public perception isn't just about the act, it's about who committed it, and how society feels about them to begin with. These disparities expose how cancel culture isn't truly egalitarian, but is layered with unconscious bias and institutional influence. What happens to celebrities and to us when cancel culture spirals? Cancellation isn't just public, it's personal. For celebrities, it can mean anxiety, isolation, depression, and even threats to physical safety. Many retreat from public life entirely. But it's not just about them. Cancel culture impacts everyone watching. It fosters fear of saying the wrong thing, creates performative behavior, and can lead to self-censorship even in private. There's also a desensitization effect. When cancellations happen so often, we stop caring about them, or we care too much and it becomes exhausting. Either way, we lose our moral compass. Accountability is important, but so is compassion. Without a balance, we risk replacing justice with trauma for everyone involved. Is there a roadmap to earning public forgiveness, or is it all just PR? Some celebrities earn their way back with a genuine apology, reflection, and action, while others just disappear and return quietly, hoping time has erased the memory. But what do we, the audience, actually expect? Transparency, a charitable donation, or a sobbing apology? What's the bar and who gets to set it? Redemption requires more than a good PR team. It demands sincerity, accountability, and real change. It means not just saying sorry, but also showing growth. Sometimes it works, and other times we see through it. And sometimes we don't even care because fame is a drug, and we've missed our fix. Forgiveness is powerful, but it means more when it's earned, and not just manufactured. Why are we obsessed with canceling and then forgiving famous people? Ultimately, cancel culture isn't just about celebrities, it's about us, our beliefs, our biases, our hunger for justice, and our fear of being judged ourselves. We cancel because we want accountability, but we also cancel because it makes us feel powerful. We forgive because we believe in redemption, but we also forgive because we're tired of being angry. It's a reflection of our complexity and our contradiction. We want heroes and villains, but they're human just like us. Maybe what this really says is that we're still learning how to hold people accountable without destroying them, and still learning how to balance call-outs with compassion. Maybe if we figure that out, we'll become a better audience and a better society. What happens when we stop canceling and start listening? We live in a culture of extremes. It's either praise or punishment. But between those extremes lies the messy, complicated space where real growth happens. That's where accountability meets empathy. Where people are confronted but also heard. And it's where we as a society must begin to evolve. Forgiveness is often quicker than it should be, not because true change has truly occurred, but because we crave resolution. We want closure. We want the drama to be over so we can return to our familiar favorites. But in doing so, we may be prioritizing comfort over growth, for them and for ourselves. Meanwhile, social media speeds up everything. We react before we reflect and judge before we understand. And in that rush, nuance disappears and reputations can be destroyed in hours. And if the story turns out to be false or exaggerated, the correction barely makes a ripple, and the machine moves on, but the damage lingers. And beneath all that lies an even deeper truth. Not everyone gets treated the same, as the system we call cancel culture is riddled with bias. Privileged figures recover more easily and marginalized voices face harsher scrutiny. It's not justice, it's a reflection of societal imbalance disguised as accountability. So can we do better? Yes, but it will require work. It will mean slowing down, listening longer, and asking not just whether someone should be canceled, but what outcome are we really seeking? Vengeance, silence, or real change? Let's hold people accountable. Let's also offer paths back. Let's recognize that public figures are humans, not hashtags. Because in the end, the way we cancel and forgive says less about them and far more about who we are. Has this video helped clarify our cancel culture and what it means for our society as a whole? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell if you're ready for more deep dives into culture and humanity. And share it if this video challenged your perspective. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.